Alright guys, we are back here with the weekly series going up on Thursday for the next few weeks. As you know, considering we do have the bye round, we are going in with the AFL Evolution Tips / Predicts round 11 of the 2017 AFL season. Here you can see the games for this weekend coming up. And yeah, there's only one Sunday game, and that is because we have a lot of teams having byes, as you can see. Now, obviously, the bye rounds piss me off because of Supercoach, but I don't know. The teams apparently need a break, so they get one. Here we go. You know, they're professional athletes. They don't have to mess with me. But anyway, let's get right into it with this week's AFL Evolution Tips / Predicts round 11. We have Port versus Hawthorne on Thursday night, and 12-12-84 to 13-10-88. AFL Evolution has tipped the Hawks away from home at the Adelaide Oval to overcome the Port Adelaide Power, with Billy Hartung kicking 2, Ty Vickery kicking 2, and Paul Puopolo kicking 2 as well. And over on the other side, Charlie Dixon and Brendan Archie also with 2 goals. And then Jared Pollock ends up getting the most disposals on the ground, and Paul Puopolo gets the 3 votes there, the best on ground, the bog for that match on Thursday night, obviously coming up tonight. Anyway, moving on to the Friday night game at Simmons, Geelong versus the Adelaide Crows, and AFL Evolution has gone with a draw, 7-10-52 to 6-16-52, with Reece Stanley kicking 2, Cameron Guthrie kicking 2, and Richard Douglas kicking 2 there as well, the only multiple goal scorers in that match. Aaron Black ends up with 14 disposals, the equal highest on the ground, and the other one goes to Paul Seedsman. So, hey, anything can happen. And Stephen Motlop is given the 3 votes and best on ground. I just tried to say best on ground before I said 3 votes. Moving on, Metricon Stadium on the Saturday, the Gold Coast Suns versus the West Coast Eagles, and Gold Coast Suns 10-8-68 to the West Coast Eagles 8-14-62. So what a close game so far. Mark Lacroix kicking 3 there, and Tom Lynch kicking 2, but the Gold Coast Suns overcoming the West Coast Eagles, which is surprising, but who knows, anything can happen. It is football and the Eagles are away. Mark Lacroix also ends up with 18 disposals, and he also gets the best on ground and the 3 votes for that match as well. I decided to include that since we don't have a lot this week, since we don't have a lot of games. So let me know if you want me to include who gets the best on ground / 3 votes for all the games. You can also see who got the 2 votes and the 1 vote as well. Moving on to the GWS versus Essendon game, 10-6-66 to 9-9-63, a 3-point victory for the Giants, with Stevie J kicking 2, and over on the other side, I think that's Mitch Brown and Mitch Brown and Heath Hocking with 2 goals as well. Mitch Brown also gets the 13 disposals, so I think he will get best on ground. We'll have a look who gets that right now, and it is actually Callan Ward. So Callan Ward gets the best on ground and 3 votes there as well. And the GWS Giants even end up completing all the objective and is on legend difficulty, so well done to them. Saturday night, North versus the Tigers at Etihad, and 6-10-46, 7-6-48 in a low-scoring affair between the two sides. And Kane Lambert kicks 3 goals, Jack Rewalt with 2, and Gruffo with 1 there. And then Robbie Tarrant, the only multiple goal scorer for the Kangas. So a very low-scoring affair, with the Tigers coming out on top, 2-point victors. And when you look at that, the two of the 3 highest ball winners for the Tigers are ruckmen, and both of them won't be playing on the weekend. And the 3 votes goes to Kane Lambert, obviously, who starred with 3 goals. Who knows how he got that? But good on him for getting that as well, and taking the Tigers over the line in a low-scoring match. Moving on to Domain, the only Sunday game this week, Freo versus the Collingwood Magpies. Let's have a look. In AFL Evolution has gone with the highest scoring game of the round, 15-17, 107, defeats 15-9, 99. So they both score the same amount of goals, and Collingwood just fall short of the margin. Daniel Pearce gets 4 goals and 21 disposals. Nat 5 kicks 2 and Brad Hill kicks 2. Taylor Adams kicks 3, and Jamie Elliott and Jared Boyd both boot 2 goals there as well. So obviously some high kicking, high goal scoring action there in the final game of the round. The AFL Evolution is predicting the Freo Dockers. My bet is on Daniel Pearce to win the player of the match. So let's have a look and see if Daniel Pearce ends up winning player of the match. And also the highest possession getter was James Aish for the Maggies. And as you can see there, it was Daniel Pearce who got the player of the match, the best on ground, the 3 votes. And then you can also see the progression there. Now just skip the buys, because as you can see we got the buy rounds. It doesn't even matter who even likes the buy rounds. Anyway, do you guys think this AFL Evolution week's predictions were realistic? Do you think one of these could actually happen? I know we had a close one, or maybe a few close ones last week, so who knows, this week anything can happen. It is the buy round, so who knows, AFL Evolution could end up even getting one of these right. Anyway guys, hopefully you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to smash that button and subscribe. I'm McCain, you've been there. Until next time, peace. Also, here are all the scores the AFL Evolution tipped / predict for this round. As you can see, I'm sure you already knew. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.